administration is going to reward its own people that are stand for him and stuff like that. I know that people that believe in MAGA is tired of being compared to Nazi Germany, but I think a lot of them is going to feel like this is a bit extreme. Will Charlie Kirk's assassination cause Trump to crack down on the leftist movement? What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody doing today? As we all know by now, Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. Charlie Kirk was a rightist, a conservative. You know, Charlie Kirk was a guy who a lot of people would consider him a part of the MAGA movement. Anyways, Tyler Robinson allegedly assassinated Charlie Kirk because of his conservative views. Some people are wondering if Tyler Robinson is a part of the leftist agenda. As a result, a lot of us are wondering what is going to be the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Will Trump's administration crack down on the leftist movement as a result? That's what we'll find out today in this video. Now, y'all know, of course, before I start this reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video has been proven to be fact as of now. So now that we done got that disclaimer out the way, let's get these cards shuffled and let's see how the Trump administration will relate to the leftist movement as a result of Charlie Kirk's death. Pull the cards and let's see if we get the answers that we seek. The first card up is you got the Queen of Wands. You know what I mean? Ooh, you got the Five of Wands. Okay, so in the weeks to come, I'm seeing that in the weeks to come, there is going to be some cracking down. Y'all see that this Five of Wands came up in the challenge situation. You know what I mean? In the challenge position, meaning that there's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of struggling, a lot of conflict between these two. I feel like this is really going to cause a divide between the rightist and the leftist in political in the political movements. You know, you got the Page of Cups in reverse, which means I feel like there's going to be a lot of hatred, a lot of animosity, a lot of, like I said, strife, you know, on the home front right here in America. Remember, I think I did a previous reading on how Trump's administration is going to go, and I said that there was going to be a lot of civil unrest during Trump's administration. I believe that this is going to be one of those instances where there's going to be a lot of civil unrest. You know what I mean? This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some extremism between the two of these groups. You know what I mean? And both of them are going to feel like they're fighting for liberty. They're fighting to cast off restraints. You know what I mean? And standing up to severe abuse. But you know what I mean? Like I feel like MAGA sees the leftists as abusive and extreme, whereas the leftist sees MAGA as restrictive and extreme. And that's going to cause this big wedge between the two of them. You know what I mean? So I feel like there is going to be some more lives lost, or at least another life lost. I feel like it's going to be a lot of just fighting back and forth, a lot of scattered energy between these two sides. These two sides are going to be split. You're either going to be a rightist or a leftist. You're going to have to make a decision of which side you stand on. You know what I mean? And both of them are going to try to push their views on the other side. I'm seeing that, yeah, things is going to get a lot more dictatorial with Trump's administration when it comes to leftist idealism. I think we're getting ready to enter into a time where they don't believe in being neutral in between. You're either a rightist or a leftist. This is what I'm seeing, allegedly, for entertainment purposes. This is just what I'm seeing. Let me see. You got the Tower in reverse, which is, I feel like there is going to be a part of Trump where he's going to try to, mend the two sides and keep the conflicts internally, but I feel like that's going to be an unworkable plan. I feel like things are going to get out of hand. You know what I mean? To where, like I said, you're going to have to, they're going to feel like, oh, you need to choose sides. It's going to be like this political movement, but it's also going to bring a lot of people against each other. It's going to be you know how, okay, when Trump came out about making America great again, you had people who was either for Trump or against Trump, and the people that was on Trump's side was looked at the people that wasn't on Trump's side like they were wrong, and vice versa. I feel like this is going to be a continuation of that. It's going to be this dichotomy. You know what I mean? Split into two. This is what I keep seeing. Let me see here. I feel like the world is going to be looking at us like, oh, America is in turmoil right now. Let me see here, and we're going to be looked at as more ineffective as a result of this, because it's going to be a thing where it's like Trump's administration is going to reward its own people that are stand for him and stuff like that, or at least I think it's going to be broken down into states. Like there's going to be some states that's for Trump, there's going to be some states that's against Trump, and I feel like those states that's against Trump is going to face some backlash. I feel like it's going to be more trouble brewing. It's going to be let me see. I'm looking at this right. I feel like this is a sore spot for America. Like Charlie Kirk is some. I feel like it's a turning point to an extent, because it's like waking both sides up to the extremes of this, where it's like Mega feels like, oh my God, they're against us. We have to protect ourselves at all costs. You know what I mean? I feel like there really is going to be like this exclusion. It's going to be like this in group, out group. Well, it's been like that always in America. But what I'm seeing is, all right, if you're a mega supporter, right, it's going to be a thing where you're only going to deal with other mega supporters. If you're not a mega supporter, you're going to only deal with other mega supporters. It's going to be like just big. I don't want to keep repeating myself and saying divide, but this is what it's going to be like. And I feel like, especially the wokest college students, is going to be the ones that really get targeted. I could see things like even cutting off their funding, or if they don't join like the Republican Party, like they don't get like financial aid and all that other stuff. I mean, I don't know why I'm getting this, but this is what I'm getting. Let me see here. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble brewing. Like, there's going to be a lot of big spark, and it's going to be like this conservative movement. I feel like people are going to be. I don't want to say forced, but it's going to be like this big push to be more conservative, to have more conservative views. I do feel like there is some rights and freedoms are going to get lost in this. You know what I mean? Or at least that's how the leftist people are going to see it, because they're going to feel like, oh, it's like you don't have too much choice anymore. Um, and I see this happening soon. Charlie Kirk's death is a turning point. Allegedly, what I'm seeing in the cards. I feel like to be against MAGA, you're going to be blocked from certain things. This is what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? You're going to have to. It's agendas happening right now. You know what I mean? You're going to be really left out financially, left out emotionally, all that other stuff. It could bring you to ruin. Ooh, I do. I feel like it's going to be really like this tough dictatorial kind of thing, where it's like you're going to have to be more, cause you know what I mean. Like people that don't share conservative views and don't live conservatively, they're going to catch it. This is what I'm seeing in the cards. Let me see here. Right, it's going to be a lot of, and this is going to cause some more civil unrest. I feel like, because they're going to see Trump as this dictator. A lot of people are going to be up in arms about it. You know what I mean? There are people that are going to be satisfied, that are going to benefit from it, but they're more of the conservatives. The liberals are saying, instead of leftists, you got the liberals and the conservative, which there's always been like a divide between them. But I feel like things are going to start going more to the extreme. Trump is going to use executive orders. You know what I mean? I think he's going to put more executive orders into place, and this is why people are going to get mad and going to get up in arms and feel like he's this dictator, he's this hypocrite. When how are you going to try to make us be more conservative? When look at some of the stuff we've heard you do, President Trump. I feel like this is how the liberals are going to feel. Hence, there was some civil unrest, some unhingement from both sides. Yep. I'm seeing that some people are going to want to leave this country. A lot of people are going to be unhappy. You know what I mean? I think a large part of the American public does get like that Charlie Kirk lost his life, but I think a lot of them is going to feel like this is a bit extreme. This is unnecessary. You know what I mean? What you're doing is bullying a lot of people too, because we have a right to not be conservative. I think that, yeah, hatred is going to fuel a lot of this hatred and intolerance for the other person's opinion. I feel like we're seeing bigotry at its forefront, and I'm not liking this too much. The military and Trump is going to feel like these people need to be held accountable for the trouble and stuff that they've been causing. I feel like Trump and his military is going to feel like these people need to be held accountable for all the issues they've caused to traditional values such as marriage, such as childbirth, such as tradition. I feel like Trump, yeah, if you are, if you're not anti-abortion, not anti-LGBT, not, you got to be totally against these things, or else I feel like, and I don't know if, like I said, this is going to be on a personal forefront, personal attack, but I feel like on a larger scale, you know what I mean? This is what's going to happen. They're just going to start cracking down on it more and more, allegedly, because of Charlie Kirk's passing. From what I'm seeing in these cards, and from what my gut is saying. All right. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more less tolerance and patience for people that communicate. All right, so there's going to be a lot more intolerance and impatience for people. I feel like that doesn't hold the same values. I feel like right now, communication and balance would help the American economy, but I don't feel like this is the course that they're going to take under the Trump administration. I feel like they feel like they're the absolute power right now, so therefore more people need to like look. And it's funny, I pulled up the power card after I said it. So I said about them feeling like they're the absolute power before power came up. I feel like they feel like we should conform to their way of thinking because they're the absolute power right now. The president is on the side of the conservative at this point. You know what I mean? His whole administration is on the side of the conservative, so they feel like that's seriously the side that we need to be on. That's the side we need to take. This is not going to bring peace. You see how peace is in reverse. This is going to cause a lot of discourse, a lot of disgruntled Americans, a lot of civil unrest, like I predicted in a previous reading when I did about Trump's administration. You know what I mean? This is not going to cause growth. This is going to cause, if anything, we're going to be stagnant and at a standstill because it's going to be just like we're kind of going backwards instead of forwards. This is what I'm seeing. So you got defend, you got provide and reverse, and you got rest and reverse. People are going to feel like they have to defend their rights because he's slowly trying to take them away from them. They got to defend their freedom. You know what I mean? This is we fought like they feel like America has fought for freedom for all these years, and we deserve to continue to have our freedom. You know what I mean? Like basically, we're not trying to repeat history. This is what I'm seeing allegedly in the cards. Rebirth. Let me see here. Rebirth, trust, and reverse. More people. I feel like the people that was originally for Trump and for MAGA, I think that they're going to slowly but surely become more and more against Trump. You know what I mean? Even the conservatives are going to feel like, but wait a minute, freedom is a part of America and the American dream, and this is not right. You know what I mean? Let me see here. We've worked hard to make this a free society, or so they think. I feel like, yeah, yeah, beliefs are going to start getting shattered this way because we're going to see extremism in this. I don't know, for some reason my gut just keeps talking about extremism. You know what I mean? It's like freedom is sacred in America and it's wrong to take it away. Adaption, death, reversed. Let me see here. Determination, collaboration. I mean, I think it eventually will lead to peace, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of uphaven first before peace, which means a lot of civil unrest. And I feel like the only way we're going to bring about peace is once Trump leaves office. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be like, I feel like I see a small witch hunt. I don't know if it's going to be strongly, but at least some kind of a witch hunt for people that are more conservative, and a lot of it's going to be more fair. I mean, I don't want to compare it to Nazi Germany. I know that people that believe in MAGA is tired of being compared to Nazi Germany, but I'm getting kind of a feeling similar to that. Not probably not on the same scale, probably not half as bad, but it's going to be like this thing where you're going to have to conform, you're going to have to be like us, you're going to have to believe in the traditional family, and a lot of people are going to look at Trump as a hypocrite because, excuse me, like you have three families, you've had children by three different women, you've been divorced. You know what I mean? Like all kind. I feel like a lot of secrets is going to come to the forefront about Trump that proves him to not have always lived up to his message. You know what I mean? And this is what I feel like it's going to break. All right, let's pull this last little bit of cards. See what. Ooh, that thing flew out. Yeah. Let me see here. What this. Okay. Intention, confidence in reverse, heal in reverse. I don't feel like right now the American public is going to heal from Charlie Kirk's death. You know what I mean? They're going to feel, both sides are going to feel like they got to protect everything that they stand for, which is going to. I mean, we all know in history how that's always played out. You know what I mean? I really need to even keep repeating myself at this point? So tell me what you guys think, though. Do you guys think that liberals and conservatives are really going to go to the extreme of going at it? Do you believe that Trump is going to try to crack down on a lot of liberal leftist views as in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death? Do you guys think that Trump will at least try to negotiate peace, or do you think he's going to instigate it more? Thank you, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. Leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. Love you, my babies. See y'all in the next readings. Have a good one.